Am I the a-hole for telling a woman at the gym that she is embarrassing herself? I go to the gym frequently. About 6 months ago, I noticed a woman I will call Andrea. That is not her real name, but I will use it for this post. I am not sure whether Andrea started going to this gym 6 months ago or if that is just when I first noticed her. For full transparency, I spoke to her first, though I had no reason to expect anything to come from it. Many of the machines at this gym have built-in entertainment systems that can access local television channels. One day, I got on a treadmill and realized the TV was not working. Andrea was walking past, so I said, "Hey, do you know if there is an issue with the cable? This TV is not working, but I do not know if it is just this one or all of them." She said the same thing had happened to her on another machine. I thanked her, and that was the entire interaction. About a week later, she asked me if I had any electrolyte powder for her water. I told her I did not. She was fine with that and then asked how long I had been going to the gym and what I did for work. I answered and asked her similar questions. She told me she was new to the area and worked in private security. After that, we had a few more casual conversations over time. 6 weeks ago, she asked me out. For personal reasons I will not go into here, I was not interested and declined. She told me not to worry about things being awkward at the gym if we did not work out. I told her that was not the issue, I just was not looking to date anyone. She continued talking to me. At first, I kept responding, but eventually I began to feel uncomfortable and started avoiding her. 2 weeks ago, she approached me while I was using a machine that only had one safe way to dismount, which required stepping into the space where she was standing. She asked if I was avoiding her. I said that I was and apologized, explaining again that I just did not want to date anyone. She said I did not have to avoid her in order to not date her. I agreed verbally, but I continued avoiding her anyway. Tonight, while I was working out, she confronted me again about avoiding her. I had already had a bad day and told her to leave me alone. She asked why I was being such a jerk, and I told her it was because I wanted her to leave me alone. I then said that she was embarrassing herself and needed to stop. She put her foot on top of the weights I was lifting, and I thought she was about to press down on them. I immediately let go of the bar, causing the weights to slam loudly. Several people looked over. She said, "Now who is embarrassing himself?" and walked away. Did I go too far by saying that? Do I owe her an apology? Update 1. I went to the gym early the next morning for a run and informed the front desk staff about Andrea putting her foot on the weights. They said they would speak to her. Later that day, after work, I returned for a regular workout. I was training my legs when Andrea approached my machine. The first thing she did was apologize for the weights incident. I do not know whether staff spoke to her or if this was her own initiative. I accepted her apology and apologized in return for telling her she was embarrassing herself. She said she forgave me, but if I wanted to really make it up to her, I could buy her a drink, and she would buy me one as well. I said maybe we should buy our own drinks, meaning separately and not together. She misunderstood and asked when and where. I clarified that I meant I did not want to go out with her. She said it would not be a date, just a reset for our friendship. I told her I did not want to be friends either. She called me a jerk and asked what my problem was. I told her that the weight incident made me uncomfortable and that I would prefer we give each other space. She then asked if my problem with her was that she is Hispanic. I was completely taken aback. I did not even know she was Hispanic until she said that. I told her no, that she simply made me uncomfortable. She demanded that I explain what specifically made her uncomfortable. When I tried, she argued with every point I made. Eventually, I got frustrated and told her to just stay away from me. She said fine and told me I had a lot of maturing to do, then walked away. I hope that is the end of it. Update 2. Andrea has been permanently banned from the gym. I was running on the treadmill and watching TV when she approached me again. I ignored her and kept staring at the screen. She raised her voice, and I continued to ignore her. She then reached out and pulled the safety tab out of the treadmill, the one attached to your wrist that stops the machine if you fall. The treadmill stopped suddenly, causing me to trip and fall forward into the controls and screen. I scraped my chin on the top of the display. I went to the front desk with Andrea following me. I told the staff what she had done. She kept trying to interrupt and talk over me, but the woman at the front desk told her to be quiet and wait her turn. I explained that Andrea had pulled the safety tab while I was running and injured me. When asked what happened, Andrea claimed that I was staring into the middle distance in some kind of fugue state and that she thought I was having a medical emergency. The front desk employee asked for Andrea's membership card. Andrea initially refused, but the employee told her she would be banned if she did not comply. Andrea handed it over, and the employee told her she was suspended for 1 month. Andrea began arguing, which escalated into her calling the employee a racial slur and an obscene insult. At that point, she was permanently banned. I hesitate to call this a happy ending because the gym employee did not deserve to endure racial harassment. However, I will admit that watching Andrea's membership card get cut up was satisfying. Final update, I apologize for how incomprehensible parts of this post were. I originally wrote it while drunk. I am rewriting this final section to clearly explain what happened next. Last night, I went to a bar near my apartment to meet friends. The three of us were drinking and having a good time when Andrea suddenly appeared. I did not see her enter, I only noticed her when she was standing directly in front of us. She greeted me, said it was good to see me, and leaned in to try to kiss me. I pushed her away, and she fell, though one of my friends caught her before she hit the ground. She began yelling, asking what was wrong with me. I told her to stay away from me and not come any closer. She accused me of being embarrassed by her and not wanting my friends to see her. I told her this was the third time she had tried to assault me and that I wanted her to leave me alone. At that point, a bouncer came over and asked what was going on. Andrea claimed that I pushed her. I tried to explain that she attempted to kiss me and had been stalking me, but I was intoxicated and did not explain myself well. My friends also tried to defend me, but they were drunk as well. Security removed me from the bar. My friends walked me home afterward. I am now planning to pursue a restraining order. This situation has gone far beyond what is acceptable.